Hey everyone, it's Alyssa. Welcome back to another weekly reading vlog. To start this reading vlog off, I have some really exciting book mail to show you. So I pre-ordered this a while back and it just now got delivered. So this is from acrylopix.com. I will link their website down below. I have a couple of books that have been made by them. They make like limited edition copies of like popular books. If you guys are not new to my channel, then you know that my favorite book series of all time is Hush Hush by Becca Fitzpatrick. This is a copy that I like custom painted myself, but it is very obvious that this is like my favorite book series. But since this came out in 2009, there's never really been any like special editions for the book because the popularity for it is just not as popular as it used to be. But because of book talk, people are starting to read Hush Hush. So I finally was able to find a crazy beautiful special edition of the Hush Hush series. I might cry. Like, I don't spend money on physical books anymore. I always read on my Kindle. But what I will spend my money on is special editions of my favorite book series because it's just so beautiful and I'm just excited. So it was literally delivered like an hour ago and I need to get into this because it's just been like staring at me. I wish I had like two cameras so I could like show what the top of it looks like and my reaction at the same time. But here's what it looks like. I'm gonna look at this first. Oh, I didn't know it came with page overlays. So I have one of their special editions of Fourth Wing and it came with the overlays and it's really cool. So it comes with, oh my god, no, guys, you don't understand. I'm gonna freak out. Like I'm actually gonna freak out. Oh my god, I'm gonna freak out. Because there's like not much fan art, there's not much art, there's not any special editions of this book series till now. Oh my god, okay. I'm gonna freak. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can even see it very well, but this is Patch, and those are his angel wing scars from where his wings got tore out. I'm gonna say oh my god like a billion times, and I'm so sorry. I think this is supposed to be Patch too. I need to see the scene to be able to tell. There's a lot of smoke, so I think he's playing poker. I don't know who this is. He's holding a gun. Here's this. There's so many of them. Like, I don't even know. Okay, here's this one. Nora's beautiful red hair. Oh my god. This one? These are book overlays for all 4 books, by the way. That's why there's so many of them. Oh my gosh. She's so beautiful. Oh, those look so good. Okay, so those are the page overlays for the 4 books. I don't think I've ever bought a special edition new like this. Like when I buy special edition book series, I always buy them used off of like Pango Books or just online eBay and stuff. So this is the first time I've opened it like new. Keep in mind that people change, but the past doesn't. Iconic quote right there. So we have Delphic Amusement Park showing. So we have the Ferris wheel and the different rides from. If you've never read this book series, you know you have no idea what I'm talking about, but basically the main male character, he lives underground underneath an amusement park, and the Delphic Amusement Park is very like haunted, and the main girl character has like illusions and like weird premonitions when she's at the amusement park, and there's like just a lot of things that happen there, especially in the first book. Like a lot happens at the amusement park, so it's just kind of like what happens. But Hush Hush 3D officially licensed special edition box set. Okay. This side, it just has like the gravestones. It says you've transformed me. And then you made me remember who I used to be. And then we have the Devil's Handbag, which is like a club poker type pool place vibe. And it says, being with you never felt wrong. Okay. Okay. I need to open it. This is 3D printed page technology, so keep in mind I don't own any book series that have this on it. It says our 3D special editions are totally readable. When you get your book, quickly flip through the pages a couple of times to loosen them up. Like I just said, these sprayed edges are actually like 3D engraved. Crazy fancy. I don't even know if you guys can see it on camera. They're like 3D engraved. The pages are sprayed and it's Patch falling from heaven. I can't. I can't do this. I can't do this. Okay, this is the first one. So it says Hush Hush with all these like stunning like red holographic vibes. So we have the Archangel roller coaster. A lot happens on this roller coaster. And we have the angel wings and the eye. Here's more of the amusement park on the back. And it says, keep in mind that people change, but the past doesn't. So we've already read that. But I don't know if you guys can see. I'll try to get like a better angle for you guys. But it is 3D. So you can see how it's like kind of lumpy. But it's like engraved in there. Like those are the angel wings. And they're engraved. Okay, and then this is just like the normal book. So nothing on there. It's all in the sprayed edges and the slip covers, which I would have been happy with like just like sprayed edges and like this, but like the 3D technology just makes it so much cooler. Okay, then we have Crescendo, which is the second book. And this has the Devil's Handbag on the front. It's the side. I love the red that they have on there. And then we have like the pawn shop on the back of this one. Okay, then we have Silence. Ooh, this one's really pretty. So we have like the wings falling. So this is like the cliff of like, here's the amusement park, here's the cliff, here's all of the water. That's significant to the story. The back is also just like the water. And then this is like Patch, like his face and his wings. It feels crazy. And then the last book is Finale, and it is the gravestones, which are very significant to the last book. Wow, that looks so beautiful. More headstones. So all together, it makes this stunning, beautiful 3D picture. I love the way the sides of them look. So like, I want to put them on the shelves like this, but I can't. Like I bought this because of the 3D print technology, so I'm going to put them on my shelves like this. Oh my God. It's making me want to reread the series for the 6th time now. I think I've read it 6 times since I was 11, so I now want to read it again. I also kind of want to like crack it and see what it sounds like. I mean, it didn't even like mess with the design at all, actually. I'm like totally speechless right now. I'm gonna link it down below. I do believe the pre-order price is still available, but very soon the pre-order price is going to disappear and it's going to be $100 more expensive than it is. So I spent $200 on this, but very soon it's going to be over $300. So I'm glad that I pre-ordered it when I did. I have never been so happy with a purchase in my life. I'm very happy with this. So, but I also have another package of book mail too, because I think I'm getting back in my physical reading era. Since I read my Blind Date with a Book and the Bryn Weaver book in my last video, I actually realized I really enjoyed holding a book, even though it really hurts my hand for long periods of time. It is nice to like physically see how many pages you have left, and like, I don't know, I was reading through them pretty quickly. So I'm gonna try to get back in my physical reading era too. So I got some stuff for that. I am currently reading and annotating White Lights by Lauren Kate, which this is a very like 2010 coded vlog because I'm unboxing Hush Hush and then I'm reading Lauren Kate. I don't know what's going on, but I have been annotating this book and I wanted to kind of get like a little case for it because I've been like taking it places with me. So I got some stuff to hold my annotation supplies because right now all of my annotation tabs are just in this like really old pencil case and it's not organized at all. So I saw somebody on TikTok have this like little binder that they put all of their tabs in, and I thought it was a really good idea. So I got this little like A6 binder, I think that's the size, and it's just pink with like little hearts on it, and you can put the little plastic covers in them. So I bought the little plastic covers that you put the tabs in, and then this will be able to go into my little book sleeve, hopefully. So cute. It's like the perfect size. And then here is the book pouch that I bought. I definitely could have crocheted one, but I've been crocheting non-stop for the past like 2-3 months, and I don't want to crochet anymore, so I bought one. And it looks like it will. So I'll link this down below. It has little strawberries on it. It's really cute. Like I said, it was only $10, so it's not like super high quality or anything. But I bought it to put my book in. So let's see if it fits my This is a pretty big hardcover. Fits it perfectly. And then I can also put my pens and pencils in the front if I want to, but it also will fit in there. I can also fit my headphones in there. And then I bought this size because this will be able to go in the front. Just like this. So I'll be able to carry around my book and my annotation supplies perfectly, and it even comes with a little handle too, which is really nice. I can put it on my wrist and like walk around with it. So this is like absolutely what I needed. And like I need to protect my books too because my cat likes to chew on the corner of my books for some reason. Only the one I'm reading. And my dogs also chew my books too. So I need something to like protect my book while I have it not on the bookshelf. But yeah, that was my little book mail. It was kind of probably long-winded because I was like freaking out the whole time. But I'm going to film a TikTok now showing everything. And then later I'm going to my boyfriend's house. So I don't know if I will be doing much reading, but let me see. I'm on chapter 7 of White Lights right now. I am definitely getting similar vibes to Fallen, like 100% similar vibes. So I don't know how I feel about it yet. I will let you know. Some of the writing is kind of cringe, but... Okay, I put it on my Fallen Angel shelf. So I now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a lot of copies of Hush Hush, but I don't care. I don't care. I love it. So I have the edition that I painted, and then there's a collector's edition that came out at Barnes & Noble. We have my original series that I read, and then 2 of the red ones. I have the graphic novel, and then also the UK edition where it has books 1 and 2 together. And then this one. So it looks so good.
Wait, let me hold it like not.
We are at Barnes & Noble. We just got boba. I have a long list of books I want to buy, so we're going to see which ones I actually buy because they're probably going to be way too expensive. With my sister, she got mango boba, I got coffee. This was on my list. But the 4th volume came out, so I feel like I need to buy that.
Best part. Oh! That's mine. They're called the Green Lesbians. See the whole book's like green.
Breaking Dawn.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, I'm scared.
The fact that I know all the music though.
Okay, my sister is going to pick my next blind date with a book. I don't know what genre you want. Any genre. And I can't say anything about it other than if I've read it or not. So, let's see what she picks.
And I'll be like, oh, I want you to read this. Because you like romance, so.
I do like romance. But I am picky about my romance, though.
I know. I didn't think. See, these are all like reincarnation ones. I think you'll like it.
We'll try to pick something you think I'd like.
Because it's like Spy Family, but like older Anya and the other guy.
Hard thinking over here.
Oh, I'm reading the thing.
Nope.
I don't know. This has to be about...
Mm-mm. I haven't read any book by her.
I don't know, because like I don't know if you'll like it or not. This one's vampires. Oh, that's thick. That's gonna get you.
That is thick.
It's tiny.
It's pretty small too.
$16.
You want me to read that?
Let me look and then we'll come back.
Okay.
Prettiness of this.
Yeah, fantasy books are always really pretty. Unless it looks like it's like a fallen angel, like paranormal romance, then yes, I'll read it. But if it's like fairies and...
I like fairies.
I've just been reading too much of it lately. I just need something.
You should get me a random book to read.
Yeah, but you won't read it.
How do you know?
Because I know you. I will if you'll actually read it.
I will if it's good.
Well, I don't know. You've like never read like a...
Well, I have. Is it bad?
I didn't like it.
I like the book's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
I'll look up everything. You'll be like, I read it. Why are all these low-key have the same description?
Yeah.
18-year-old Mary ran away from home from her religious parents. You gotta read the poem. You read this?
Yeah.
Oh.
When I was like 12.
Oh.
And it's popular again.
You definitely read that.
Yeah.
I recognize ones that are in your room. Have you ever read The Hunger Games?
I wish I could read it for the first time again.
Ooh, she's pretty.
She is. Oh, look at this edition of Twilight. And the lion fell in love with the lamb.
I'm putting this back. It literally has the same exact description as the other one. She's a con artist. The other one, she's a con artist.
Mm-hmm.
That pissed me off. You have that one, the Scythe one.
Yeah.
Right?
I've read most of these.
Oh, my shirt's not. Oh, Winter's Promise.
I don't know what that is. What is it?
Do you want me to read the description?
It doesn't sound bad, but yeah, I think I might go into a slump if I read that.
Ooh.
No.
No?
Don't. Nope.
It's bad?
Just don't.
What's wrong?
I do not. That author gives me the ick like hardcore.
Who are they? Is it a man or a woman?
So basically,
School.
yeah, that's like one of my favorite book
Dude, what
series.
if Barnes & Noble had my Daughters of the Moon book? Don't.
It would probably be in the kids section.
Really?
Girl, first mission, you need to find me a book to read.
Wait, I'm just searching if they have it.
Bruh.
And
She also wants me to pick her a book to read, but finding her a book to read is nearly impossible, so...
as long as it has angst and not a lot of sex, I'm down.
Okay, angst and not a lot of sex, so... Young adult's probably a good section for that. We got distracted by Calico Critters. We are off mission. She still has not chosen a book for me. It's been 20 minutes.
Gets distracted by Barbie. This is Under the Oak Tree for a minute.
Brave.
Dude, what if they have Under the Oak Tree novels? Over here, that'd be cool. I already have the first one, I don't need to. Hmm?
Sheets, creams, and creams. I think she would like this one. It's very vague. I don't really
I know, that's why I was reading it, and I was just like...
I guess that's the point, but...
Okay, where's Carmel?
I think Carmela's safe, because I've been wanting to read that, actually, so...
Take that.
And this is a pretty edition. Okay, are you gonna do the one I chose for you?
I
think
look
so.
around for something. One of.
Okay, guys, we just got in the car. I spent $100 on books, and I actually chose Taylor's next reads too, and Taylor doesn't even really read like that much, so I'm excited to actually get her to read books. Do you want to show them what books you got?
Yeah.
Okay, so I chose this one for her because she likes historical type books, and she also likes like Chinese mythology and stuff like that. So I don't know if this is Chinese or Japanese or Kaida.
I think it's Japanese.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
sure.
the
Yeah.
cover is stunning. I've heard that it's really good. And she said that she didn't want anything that had smut in it, so I chose that one because I know it has a romance in it though. So, and then she chose that one actually.
I like the cover.
It's a romantasy though, so she might not like it if it has a lot of smut in it. I don't know.
I mean, I'm fine with smut. I just like prefer inks.
Yeah. So she's like me. We both like really, really slow burn and not like tons of smut scenes. Like it has to really build up to it. And then she also got a Tamagotchi.
I got a coloring book too, but
Oh yeah. She got a coloring book. Cute, because it was on sale.
and then
Blind bag opening.
Tamagotchi. I want these little things.
That guy.
The little balls. Baby Chi and Shiro Baby Chi. Right.
Okay, show the camera. Get in the camera. Okay.
I got the purple one.
Aww.
I got Mascucci.
Miss Gucci.
Mascucci.
Aw, he's sleeping.
I said in my mind, I was like, I want the balls or I want the purple one. So.
Alright, let me show you guys what I got. So I got my haul here. I went in with a list and I got everything on my list. So the first thing on my list was Yesteryear by Caro Burke. I've heard nothing but like crazy things about this. It's basically about a tradwife influencer who gets stuck back in time in like actual tradwife era where she has to be a real tradwife, and you know it's completely different than new age tradwife influencer shit. So I've heard it's really, really good.
I kind of want to read that after you do.
Yeah, I was like, I've heard
Because
like,
it does sound interesting.
it sounds really good. And then I got, oh, actually, this is the book Taylor picked out for me. So this is my next blind date. This is Carmilla. This is what inspired Dracula. And it's really small, so it'll be easy to read. And it's sapphic, which is exactly what I want. And then I went in to Barnes & Noble specifically to get this, which is I'm No Angel by Ai Yazawa, which is Nana, the same author as Nana. And this was, I believe, recently translated to English. So this is like the first like English translation or whatever that we got here. So yeah, I'm really freaking excited. You guys know that like Nana is my all-time like favorite manga. And then I also got the 4th anniversary edition as well to match my first 3 volumes because this one just came out recently. So here's the sprayed edges, had to add it to my Nana collection. And then I also needed some like magnet bookmarks. So for $5, I got these strawberry shortcake magnet bookmarks because all of mine are in storage and I can't find them. So magnet bookmarks are my favorite. So I spent $100. Honestly, $100 is not that bad for 4 big books and a bookmark. So I'm not like too upset about it. That's the first time I've spent hella money on books in a really long time. So it was honestly really fun. We both got boba from Queen Tea. I already drank all mine. And now we're gonna go to the art store, so let's go. Okay guys, now we got out of Miniso and Taylor bought hella stuff. I didn't buy anything.
Okay.
Okay, first thing she bought is this ice cream.
Ice cream.
It says ice cream.
Oh, it does.
Ice cream mystery box.
My Little Pony. I want Rarity.
Okay, let's
I
see
want
what you
Rarity
get.
or Rainbow Dash. And Pinkie Pie's the secret, which is low-key kind of wild. You think a princess would be the secret, but manifesting.
Don't look and show the camera and then I'll be like,
Oh,
oh, it's just out.
yeah.
It's not in a bag or anything.
No, it is. I just saw the thing.
Oh.
I got Rainbow Dash!
Oh.
It was like the first thing I saw when I was trying not to look, but man, a surprise.
Aww.
Oh, how cute! That is really cute. Yay! Oh, her bottom is ice cream.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Oh, wait, here's the next one. It's
Hatsune
Miku.
Yeah.
And then these are the ones you can get, right?
I want Kaito, but I'll be okay with anybody. But I really want Kaito.
Which one?
Kaito's the blue one.
She wants this one. Boop, boop, boop. Gotta get the plastic off.
Oh, okay. I don't know which one has a figure in it. It's like a build thing.
Oh, it's like a bunch of pieces.
Yeah. Okay, let me put that down. I'm gonna open this one. Maybe I can figure it out by the accessories. I think I got Rin. The yellow one. I did!
Yeah, she got Ren. This one.
I think
She
I
got this
Rin.
one.
Oh
She has
my
to build it,
goodness!
so-
Yeah, I gotta build it.
Okay.
Alright, next is Nomi, my favorite blind boxes. I really want the Halloween one,
Yeah.
but oh my god, 3 little pigs.
They're all really cute. They're all like fairy tale.
Yeah,
themed.
they are. I'm literally fine with any of these. I'm not even gonna lie. Oh, look, and the secret's the Red Queen. That would be
Ooh.
so funny. I've never gotten a secret before.
Too bad. It's like
So
the Snow
cute.
White looking one.
Is it that one? Little Red Wolf?
No.
Oh, it is the Snow White one.
Yeah, little princess.
Oh,
Snow
cute!
White.
It's filling my Snow White addiction.
Yeah, you just got a Snow White.
I just
costume.
got a Snow White. Oh my
Cute.
god! I can put it with my other Snow White.
She's really cute. Aw. I like how she's little.
Wow.
She's heavy too. Aw. She also got this Hatsune Miku figure.
You got it.
Hatsune Miku.
Hatsune
Hatsune Miku.
Miku.
There you go. Chocolate figure. For $30. It was only $30.
I'm gonna.
And it actually looks really good because we saw it on display and it actually looked really cute. Here's what it looks like, but we'll show you better when we get home because it's kind of hard to see it. Now we're going to go to Michael's and Five Below.
Guys, I was sitting here and I was reading White Lights, which, you know, is a fallen angel story, right? Sitting here, and this falls to the ground right beside me, like literally like right there. And there's like a whole, I think it's called a murder, actually, like a murder of crows that live in the woods back here, and they're always like flying around. They're on the fence. They're always like watching me when I'm like sitting here reading and stuff. So I guess one like flew over the house and this fell. But I'm feeling very main character. I'm feeling very main character right now. I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like I've been chosen by a vampire or something. Like I'm, I don't know, but I'm gonna keep it. Cause I'm weird, but it's so cute. And it's like a pretty big one too. Guys, I am on chapter 25, okay? I genuinely have no idea what's going on in this book. Now all of a sudden students are like committing suicide, but literally everyone in this book is talking in like code. So nothing's being explained. Everybody's just like half explaining things, but they're explaining things with like just random words, and like nothing makes sense. I genuinely have no idea what's going on. I'm over halfway done, and I could not even tell you what this book is about. And that's frustrating for me. Because like I feel at this point we would get like some type of feeling of like what's going on here. I don't know what's going on. Because literally like nothing has really happened, and the things that have happened haven't been explained well at all. So I don't even hate the writing. Like I like Lauren Kate's writing. She's one of my favorite like authors from when I was younger. So like it's not even her writing. It's just like not enough, which is frustrating because I thought I would really like this, but hopefully it gets better. Okay guys, so I finished White Lights last night and I gave it 3 stars. I don't quite know how I feel about the book. It was good, but not good enough. It was really unique, really original. I love Lauren Kate because you can obviously tell that she does so much research into like the mythology and like the biblical aspects of like all of her fallen angel stories. She does her research. Like she's not just writing this, like she's actually researching what she is like writing about. Like you can tell. I don't know, something about this book was like kind of weird. So I'm actually going to literally spoil the entire book. So if you don't want to be spoiled for this book, then go to like this timestamp to skip it all. But I need to talk about it. And the only way I can talk about it is if I spoil it, because I can't literally talk about anything without spoiling it, because this book literally talks in like code the whole time. So if I'm talking in code, y'all literally aren't gonna understand. Let me just explain the entire book. So the main character's name is Desdemona, I think is how you say her name. Maybe I said that wrong. But basically she works at like a dairy farm cafe with like her family. Her family owns it. And she's working one night, and all of a sudden her brother comes in. He's a drug addict, by the way. He comes in with this guy to rob the place that she works. And she, you know, tries to defend herself because her brother's like holding her back while the other guy's like robbing the place. And she didn't want to let that happen, so she gets away from her brother. She grabs like the frying oil and she goes to like throw it on the guy that's like robbing the place, but her brother runs in between them and she ends up hurting her brother. Also, while she's like attacking and fighting this guy, she pulls out his eyeball. So keep in mind, she has like this guy's eyeball in her pocket for like most of the book, and it is relevant for like later in the story. And I do like how it like came relevant later in the story, but yeah, keep in mind, like she literally rips a dude's eyeball out and she like keeps it. After that, the guy like takes her brother and they run, and she is like running to like catch up with her brother and the guy who robbed the place, and they're in a car, so she obviously like can't outrun a car. And as she's like running on the road to like go get her brother, this guy drives up in a motorcycle, of course, and his name is Rafe. I think that's how you say his name. That's like his nickname. And he's talking in code like everybody does in this book, and he says that he can like offer to help her go get her brother if she accepts his offer of like going to this like film school or something, which is like, that's just like a weird interaction in general. Like I just don't really like how that was done. But anyway, she is at the hospital because her brother gets in a car wreck, and they find out that like there was not another guy there, and turns out that like everybody thinks that she tried to murder her brother. So basically she's like a fugitive because the cops are out looking for her because she killed, well, not yet, but like they think that she hurt her brother. So she's like on the run, and she's on the run from the cops, and she doesn't know where to go. And the guy that she met on the motorcycle said that like if she accepts his offer of going to this film school that she's been wanting to go to, then they will be able to protect her from the cops, and like everybody from the human world like won't be able to like get to her. So this whole time she thinks that she's like going to like a film school that she applied to because she's like a film student. I guess I should have mentioned that at the beginning. She's a film student. She wants to be a producer, make films, stuff like that. She thinks that she got accepted into like this big film school, which I don't know why you would think you got accepted into a film school from a random guy telling you on a motorcycle. Like, use your brain, I don't know. But she accepts it because she's like on the run. She doesn't want to go to jail. And they go to the school, and the school is called like Archeon. And when she gets to Archeon, everybody's like being really weird, obviously. And like I said, everybody's like talking in tongue like this entire book. So like a lot of it doesn't make any sense until like the last half of the book. But basically turns out, long story short, turns out she's not actually at a film school, which we could probably figure out by like all the different terms that they've been using, because all of the people there always are talking in like calling it the human realm, or calling it like Earth, and then calling like normal people like humans. Like I'm not calling other people humans, like, because I'm not like an angel creature. But turns out she's not actually there for film school, which is what like her classes she's been taking. They do like, she looks through like these lenses in her classes, and in the lenses she's able to like edit clips together to make films, and that's what she does in her classes. Well, turns out the films that she's making are actually people's like life memories, and she's piecing together people's life memories into films for people on Earth who are dying. So like when you see the white light when you die, and you get that like burst of like memories before you die, it's called like, you know, seeing the white light, and like seeing a film of your life before you die. Basically, she and the students there are editing people's white light films, and it gets sent down to Earth, and like the people that are dying, they like see the film that they made. So like, really cool concept. Never read a book like that. I think that is like a really, really cool concept. So this whole time she's editing a film for her brother, because she thinks that she's just making a film for school, and she's inspired by her brother because she loves her brother. Well, it turns out she's making his white light film, and he dies in the hospital. So this entire time she's like making this film about wanting to like, and then wants to give the film to her brother once he wakes up from the hospital, but turns out she's actually just making his film for his death. So he ends up dying. Cool. Also, it turns out that like after she figures out what she's actually doing there, that she has to ascend and become an angel in order to like basically stay alive. And there's also like another thing happening in the world where like there's not enough angels to make films, so people are like not dying correctly, and they're like falling to Earth in like different pieces and stuff. Like there's a lot of weird things going on, but that's like the gist of the story basically in this first book, is that she is making films for people for when they die. And then Rafe is like her mentor, who is an angel. And then all of the like angels that are like mentoring the new students, they are like competing to become the angel of death, because the old angel of death like retired, and he was like, I don't want to do this anymore. So there's like a shortage of angels basically. Like there's a shortage of angels. I'm really bad at explaining stories, so I'm sorry if I'm explaining this book really bad. Long story short, there's a shortage of angels, and she's like, Rafe needs her to ascend and become an angel so he can become the angel of death, but she does not want to ascend and become an angel. She wants to go back to Earth. And there's like another like romance plot with like a guy that she talked about like in one chapter. So there's like two kind of romances going on, but the romance in this book is really bad, guys. So keep that in mind if you're trying to read like a cool romantasy or like paranormal romance. The romance is garbage in this book. Rafe is like so misogynistic and like gross. Like there's nothing remotely attractive. And also I feel like this book had just like way too many like sex scenes in it that were like very unnecessary to the story. I feel like she made all of these angels like super sexual for like no reason. I honestly feel like this book would have been like so much better if she kept it a young adult book and she didn't make it like super sexual. And it's I don't know, it's just like written like a young adult book, but then she's just throwing in like sex scenes, and it just doesn't feel natural. It feels like really clunky and weird. But also, like, I really do like the plot, and I really do like the story. Like, I like it. I think it's really cool. But it's kind of being ruined by, like, the fact that she's trying to just be, like, edgy with her writing and just write, like, sex scenes and stuff. So, yeah, I did annotate a lot of, like, important information. There's a lot of, like, pop culture references in this book, too, which I thought was really interesting. And then there's, like, of course, a couple of, like, sad scenes. But, like, in this scene right here, Rafe says, I thought women were intuitive, and it was supposed to be him, like, making a joke, but, like, I personally just don't think it's funny when, like, the male love interest is, like, making fun of women. Like, I just don't think that that's, like, cute or romantic. I don't think that he's, like, redeemable in any way, and I'm not going to spoil the very end of the book, but at the very end of the book, like, he's a really, like, he's not even a person, he's an angel, but he's, like, a really, like, bad creature. Like, he is not a good person, not redeemable in my eyes. We're gonna see how the rest of the series goes, because it's very obviously gonna be a series, because it ended on a plot twist. But I'm definitely gonna keep reading the series, because I really liked a lot of things about it, but it just... something about it was like really missing for me, and I think it was just the fact that she was like trying to make it like edgy by like adding a bunch of sex and stuff in it. I don't know. But anyway, sorry that was like really long-winded, but I wanted to talk about it because like the book was weird. But now I'm going to start Carmilla. This is the buddy read book that my sister chose for me to read. It's only like 100 pages. I should be able to read it. I could literally read it tonight if I wanted to. but this predates Dracula by 26 years, and Carmilla is the original vampire story, steeped in sexual tension and gothic romance. You guys know I love gothic romances. It's like one of my favorite genres, especially with vampires, especially when it's sapphic. Like, I think I'm really gonna like this, so I think I'm gonna annotate it because I think I'm like really gonna like this. So I'm gonna start this tonight. My new routine is like getting home from work, sitting out here and reading, so I'm not like doom scrolling on my phone all night after I get home from work, you know. And I've been enjoying it. It's really hot outside, but hey guys, so it's a couple days later. I actually finished Carmilla like that same day that I was like talking about it with you guys, but I just finished it really late at night, so I didn't talk about it. But I finished Carmilla and I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, more like 3.75 out of 5. I really did like it. Obviously, like, it's a classic, right? So it's written in like a different type of language that we definitely have now, which I can read. It just takes me a little while to like comprehend what they're saying, because a lot of the words used in this book were used in a different way than the way that it's used now. So like certain words had a different meaning then than they do now. So sometimes I had to like reread certain sentences like over and over again, but I really did like it. I wouldn't really consider it like a super gay romance or anything. Obviously for the time period of like 1872 or whatever, anything that was remotely like gay was probably like kind of crazy. Or maybe not, maybe it's just more, people are just weirder now about it. I don't know. Apparently this was like a story written in a newspaper back in this time period. So to read like a gay vampire romance kind of in a newspaper back then is actually kind of crazy to think about. There is like a story of the two girls that are like romantic together, but it's not, I wouldn't even consider this like a crazy romance or anything. Like, it's literally just a vampire coming into town, seducing her, killing all of the girls in the local villages, and then them figuring out that she's a vampire and everything. That's literally like the entire story. So she does like seduce her, and she becomes like friends with her, and like the main girl character is easily manipulated by her because she is a vampire. So like there is that little bit of like romance, and yeah, but like she's being like persuaded and like mind controlled. So is it like really a romance? I don't know. But it is gay. So if y'all want that, it is here. I did really like a lot of like the quotes in it and stuff. I just actually didn't even annotate this at all because I was focusing so hard on understanding what was happening that I did not annotate. But I did really like it. It makes me want to like pick up Dracula and like actually try to read Dracula. But Dracula is like 3 times bigger than this book is. So I did like the length of this book. I think I want to read some more of these types of classics that are like short stories like this, because I think I would really like it. So, but yay, I'm glad that I like it. This is another blind date with a book that I have ended up really liking. So it's been kind of fun having people pick books out for me. I'd actually, you know, picked 6 Crimson Cranes out for my sister, and I am going to read that with her, but she's already on chapter 3, which I'm surprised she's even started it at all. And not much has happened for her, so I don't know when she's going to continue that. But 6 Crimson Cranes, like that's like a whole series. There's like at least 3 books in that series. So I want to pick up Yesteryear and read this before I start that series, because I already know my sister's gonna read slower, and I'll be able to probably finish this book and 6 Crimson Cranes in the time that it takes my sister to read the first book. So I'm gonna read this because it's a standalone. But this is the one that I got at Barnes & Noble. It's about a modern trad wife influencer who gets taken back in time to a time where she actually has to be like a real trad wife, and she's gonna be humbled real quick. I just know that. So I've heard like nothing but good things about this book. I'm really excited for it. It is big and the words are small, but this is what I want to read next. Like, this is definitely what I'm in the mood for. I don't know if I'm gonna annotate it. If it starts getting like really good, then I'll start annotating, or if there's like quotes that I like, then I'll highlight them. But I'm not gonna go into this like fully annotating, because I don't want to like not like it and then be stuck with a book that has a bunch of annotations in it and not being able to like give it away or sell it or something, you know? So I am home alone. It is thunderstorming really, really bad. I want to sit outside, but it is so humid that your skin literally feels like it's wet when you walk out there. So I guess I'm just gonna sit on the couch and read. There's no Love Island tonight, unfortunately. Love Island has been so good this season. Okay, so I just finished what I thought was chapter 1, but it was just called part 1, and now we're on chapter 1. It was like 30 pages. So I finished part 1, which is basically like, it's written in like first person. Like the main character, we're basically like, it sounds like we're in her head, and she's raging this entire like first chapter. She's literally evil, pure evil. She's talking about how like literally how perfect she is of a person. I'm gonna read this one line to you because it's just crazy. So keep in mind, she talks about how like her perfect like cowboy husband is only perfect because he met her, because he wasn't perfect before he met her. And this is how she talks about herself. Okay. And who was I? A flawless Christian woman, the manic pixie American dream girl of this nation's deepest, darkest fantasies. The mother every woman wanted to be, and the wife every man wanted to come to. Like a nun in a porno. It didn't make sense, but also, by God, it worked. My name is Natalie Heller Mills, and I was perfect at being alive. So keep in mind, that's how she talks about herself, and that's how she does the entire time. But she's actually evil, and she cusses a lot in her head, but every single time she cusses, she'll apologize to God after she cusses. Just being in her head is like so gross. And what's crazy is that, you know, I do live in the South, so most of the women that are around here in this area act exactly like this woman. So that's why I think it rages me even more. She also calls more progressive liberal women angry women. So she keeps referring to someone like me, for example, as the angry women. And it's so funny that she talks about how like perfect of a mom and wife she is, but she has 2 nannies and somebody who films her videos for her. And she has like 2 people that work on her farm. So she talks about literally how perfect of a mom she is, but this entire first chapter, she has barely taken care of her kids, and her nannies have done literally everything. And all she's done is just like walk around bitch in her head about everything going wrong in her life, but also talking about how perfect her life is at the same time. It's crazy. So yeah, this family is like weird. I don't know like where it's gonna go from this point, but I don't feel like this is kind of a spoiler because it's literally the first chapter. But so basically at the end of this first chapter, her husband, apparently his family is like politicians. So at the end of the chapter, her husband tells her that it's finally time for him to go into politics and become a politician like his dad, even though he's kind of a dumbass, but a lot of politicians are actually dumbasses, so it doesn't surprise me. And she's like, okay, let's pray about this. So they get down on the bed and they pray. And at the end of the chapter, she says, please let this plan work, Lord. Please don't let her win. And I don't really want to tell you who her is because that's like a separate thing. And please give my husband a spine. I'm tired of him needing to borrow mine. Amen. It's just so crazy because she actually does not really like men that much. She also doesn't seem to really love her husband, but she also like really hates women at the same time. Like she has really bad internalized misogyny. It's like actually crazy. So I know this book is gonna piss me off, but like when she goes back to like 1855, I'm kind of excited to watch her get humbled, but I hope her going back in time humbles her for the best and she changes into a better person, or it's gonna be the opposite. So I guess we're gonna see how the story goes. I'm not gonna spoil like the whole book, but I'm locked in. This book is pretty big, but I'm just gonna keep reading. I know I look really gross. I literally put oil in my hair, so please ignore that. But it is July 4th. I am once again sitting out here and reading. And I think I'm actually gonna go a little insane with the main character of this book because she is so terrible. Like she's such a bad person. So like basically I'm in like the middle of the book right now, and our main character has a sister, and her sister also has like 6 kids, and her sister's husband is like super abusive and an alcoholic and everything. And her sister finally gets the courage to divorce him. And the main character, she's making it so much worse. Like, her sister was like, and why am I getting divorced, Natalie, if you know so much about me? Because Natalie was like, well, I'm not surprised you're getting divorced. Like, she knew that her husband was abusive. She said, because your husband is mean and dumb and drinks too much. He probably calls you names in front of the children. He probably hits you sometimes. He's lazy, too. He's never done anything with that shop. That man has always been a loser, and now it's becoming harder for you to bear, and now you, my poor sister, have somehow gotten into your head that you will be better off without him. And I'm sorry, Abigail, but you will not. So, like, it's like she has you in the first half, like, you think that she's, like, really cooking, and she's, like, speaking facts. And then at the end of her sentence, it always switches to, like, the most misogynistic thing, like, you've ever heard in your life. And that's how, like, all of her thoughts are. They're always so, like, almost there, and then they switch. And it's, like, so hard to read. And then she was like, you're gonna be a single mother of 5 living on food stamps. That is what you'll be. You don't even have a job. You'll be lucky if they hired you to bag groceries. Her sister starts crying, and then she's like, have you thought about where you're gonna live? You can move in with mom, but not forever. Have you ever lived on your own before? Do you know what it takes to get an apartment? Do you know what a credit score is? And those are things that you can talk about with your sister, but in a respectful way and in a helpful way, not in like a condescending, you're never going to be able to leave your abusive husband type way. And then she says, do you honestly think the rules don't apply to you, that you can just waltz away from all of your responsibilities completely unscathed? Girl, she's trying to leave her abusive husband so her and her children have a better life. Like, they're all weird. And this is how, like, every conversation that she has with people or in her head, this is how they are. I'm actually going insane. And also, like, this is the buddy read book for my Patreon book club. And we're all, like, talking about the book in Patreon right now, and all of us are, like, mortified by this main character. Like, she is insufferable. But that's good. Like, the author's doing what she should, because this is so realistic. But, like... Okay, guys. It's still the 4th. It's later in the day. I finished yesteryear. I finished it like an hour ago. No, probably like 2 hours ago. And then I ate dinner, had a burger and some chips. It was good. This book is 5 stars. This book is 5 stars for sure. After I finished it, I like just sat there for a minute and like stared at the wall. And then I just started typing in my notes, like my review. I don't normally leave like descriptive long reviews for books on Goodreads. Like normally it's just like, LOL, this is stupid, or this was cute. Like I typically, unless I really love a book, I typically don't give like really in-depth reviews because like I just don't care enough. But this one had me thinking, and after I finished it, I was like reading all of the negative Goodreads reviews, and I feel like all of the negative reviews were people just giving it a negative review because they did not like the main character, but the whole point of the book was to not like the main character. So I was like, I got annoyed by like that. People are absolutely allowed to have different opinions on books than me. Absolutely. I am always for people like, you know, interpreting art differently. But like to leave a negative review because you don't like the main character, like the author is writing this main character this way on purpose. It serves a purpose. I do understand some of the negative reviews about how like things weren't explained enough, like things were given to us but not explained deeply enough. I get that. I left a pretty long review, which like I said, I don't normally do. I literally like typed it on my notes and then I retyped it again and then I made it shorter and I literally like kept doing it because like some of my review was like kind of mean to like negative reviewers, and I was like, wait, I'm not gonna be that person. So anyway, I'm gonna read my review to you guys. It's spoiler free. I do not spoil anything about it, but here's my review and I will put it on the screen too. I said, I honestly feel like a lot of the negative reviews for yesteryear completely missed the point. Natalie, who is the main character, is not supposed to be an easy character to like, and I think that's exactly why she worked so well. She's frustrating, exhausting, and honestly kind of hard to be inside the head of, but that's what made her feel so real. The whole time I was reading, I kept feeling this weird mix of irritation and sympathy for her. She was constantly so close to seeing things differently or having some kind of breakthrough, but then at the very last second, she would fall back into the same mindset and patterns. I think that's what made this book work for me. It doesn't ask you to like Natalie or excuse her. It just fully puts you inside her mind and lets you sit with how sad, messy, and deeply ingrained all of her beliefs are. That made her feel incredibly complex to me. I also really liked how the book digs into things like tradwife culture, motherhood, religion, and the gap between the image people show to the world and what's actually going on underneath. This definitely won't be for everyone, especially if you need a main character that's to be likable or easy to root for, but if you like a messy, frustrating, deeply human protagonist and a book that is more interested in getting inside someone's mind than making them a good person, I think this is really worth reading. And then I put some of the quotes that I liked from the book. So yeah, that was kind of just like my point of the book. I did not like this main character, but I felt sympathy for her. Like I did, because it's hard not to feel sympathy seeing a woman ruin their life like that. And the twist at the end was great. I personally really like the ending. I did feel like this book was very long. This book is very long, but I personally wanted even more because I liked it so much. So for me, this book was 5 stars. I haven't rated a book 5 stars this year yet, I don't think. It was so good. And I just really liked how it made me think. I am very passionate about feminism. So I think that's why I really liked this book, because the main character is so anti-feminism that it makes you go a little crazy. And all of the characters were extremely just unlikable. Anyways, I 100% recommend this. If it's really hard for you to like disconnect yourself from like fiction, then I don't like recommend reading it. But keep in mind, this author is literally a part of a podcast. I don't remember what the podcast is called, but her whole podcast is discussing religion and like modern and like feminist culture and everything. That's like her whole thing. So I saw some of the like Goodread reviews like coming at her as an author because of the way she wrote this book. And I feel like it's pretty obvious that this book is like kind of satire, and it's discussing how harmful this mindset is. Not that she believes in this mindset. And I feel like some people have a really hard time separating the author from like what they are writing. Not when it comes to like, you know, being an actual bad person, but like she obviously is writing this because she doesn't agree with this. Like it's very obvious if you have a brain. I don't know. I hope that makes sense, but I recommend this. Absolutely. He was really good. I don't know what to read next. My brain is still on that book, so I'm probably going to simmer the rest of the night. I don't know if I'm going to pick up another book, but if I do, I will pick it up in the next reading vlog episode, because I feel like I've been talking a lot in this episode, and it's probably really long, and I want to go ahead and edit it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading vlog. I had a lot of fun like having my sister pick my book to read and stuff. I had some really good reads this episode too, which I really enjoyed. But stay tuned to the next episode. If you have any recommendations of books you think I'd like, please feel free to comment down below, but I will see you guys next time. Bye!